Title: The Reckoning of Mateo Vargas. Part 1, Introduction, The Ambition of Mateo Vargas. In 17th-century New Spain, when Spanish colonial wealth bloomed from silver and trade, Mateo Vargas was a mid-ranking colonial officer with modest means but grand ambition. Born in Seville, he came to the Americas seeking gold and honor, but what he found was a rigid hierarchy where nobles ruled and others obeyed. Mateo served under Governor Diego de Salcedo, a man known for opulence and suspicion. Mateo had access to the treasury rooms in Mexico City and often stood beside crates of silver bars and velvet-lined chests of emeralds bound for Spain. But his hands itched for more than his salary. Over time, envy turned to greed. He convinced himself he deserved a bigger share. One night, in the middle of a storm that muffled footsteps and blurred watchman's vision, Mateo made a choice that would define his fate. Part 2, The Theft and the Escape to Cuba. Mateo timed his heist perfectly. He slipped into the treasury under the pretense of escorting a shipment and took 2 chests of gold coins and a pouch of cut emeralds. He killed a night guard who recognized him, staging the scene as a robbery by natives. By dawn, he was gone. He bribed a dockhand and secured passage aboard La Estrella de Mar, a merchant vessel headed to Havana, Cuba. For 2 weeks at sea, he looked over his shoulder, his nerves frayed, clutching the pouch of emeralds like a sacred relic. Upon arriving in Havana, he posed as a merchant from Veracruz and used some of the stolen gems to buy a modest home and silence. News of the theft spread across the Spanish territories like wildfire. Governor Salcedo was humiliated. Rewards were posted. But for a moment, Mateo felt untouchable, free from his past. Part 3, An Ally in the Shadows. In Havana, Mateo met Esteban de Rios, a former military man who had once been dishonorably discharged and now ran contraband across the Caribbean. Esteban had no love for the crown, and when he discovered Mateo's secret, instead of turning him in, he offered help. Esteban had connections. He bribed officials, forged documents, and rerouted soldiers tracking Mateo's scent. Together, they built a network of corrupt guards and smugglers who helped keep the authorities away. The two became infamous in whispers, ghosts in the Caribbean. Their house was modest, but beneath it ran tunnels where they hid treasures and messages. Mateo began to feel safe again. They even entertained plans of moving to Cartagena or further south to start anew. But in a world ruled by crowns and coin, secrets never stay buried forever.